Welcome to another Fleet live stream. We are going to start with covering our search and rescue in stormy seas, and then we're going to go ahead and look at next week's competition, which is going to combine all the fun parts. We're going to do stormy weather. It's going to be hard to see. We're going to shoot down all those malicious drones. We're going back to the combat practice. So let's jump into the mission. So quick play allows us to explore the game. We don't have budgets, but today and for this next hour, we're going to really dive into missions. So this next week, by May 8th at 2 p.m., we have an award ceremony for combat operations in stormy weather. But today, we are going to do one last run on the search and rescue in stormy weather. This competition closes in 5 hours, and then there will be the prestigious Hall of Fame induction ceremony. So, this is our dry dock. This is where we work on the ship. You'll see as it pans over, you'll see my ship. And if this is the first time you've played Fleet, there won't be anything in this dry dock. Whoa, there's nothing in my dry dock right now either. That is interesting. I think I must have been playing around with changing my hulls. All right. So now we need to build a search and rescue ship using these components, at least, right? So we're going to add these components and then go far beyond it to make the ship that will be most successful. I'm coming down to rudders here. I want to go fast. This is a mission about getting to places quickly. I want the engine right away. I'm going to go big on the engine, and then I'm going to have to, and I'm putting it at the top, but this is just half the ship. So what I'm really doing is putting it in the exact center. And we can kind of see that by clicking on the ship button, seeing where the engine is. And you can see, where'd it go? It's hidden right now. Alright, so then let's go ahead and add propellers. I'm going to go high efficiency. See if we can afford it. I definitely want it. So I'm going to add the deck house in, but I'm already thinking ahead to the rescue part of this mission, right? That I really want to be able to afford the helicopter. That's a big component of my design. So we're underweight. We can fix that with the ballast tanks, and we're also $340,000 under budget. So let's go ahead and add that helicopter on the back. Like everything in life, right? The coolest stuff is advanced. So now we are adding in some advanced materials. We first add in a helo deck, and you've played enough games, you've probably heard this. This is called a parented list. So when we add in the helo deck, now we can see the helicopters. So we have to add this, and then it gives us access to the child elements, to the pieces that are underneath this idea. And so we can add a $350,000 helicopter. But I can't. I cannot. I only have $339,950. On the other hand, I could add this one for $300,000. And so that keeps me under budget. We're going to find out pretty soon that I did make a tremendous mistake. So now I need to add in a couple cargoes. I'm going to add in the rescue equipment. And then let's go ahead and add in the other cargo that allows us to salvage the ship. Oh, we can afford it. I thought that I had spent too much money. We still have $19,000, and now we can get all the points available. We have every propulsion equipment that allows us to get there quickly. And we have a helicopter, which I need because I cannot drive that rescue boat very well. We can salvage the ship, and we can save the people. We need to do one last thing. Our boat is unsafe. We need to make it safe. So we go ballast tanks, water tanks, and then we fill up these. We're gonna fill the bottom ones up all the way. I know it says 450,000 kilograms. So basically, we need to make it so our ship weighs 1,000,000 pounds, so it's safe to operate in heavy seas. It gives a lower tolerance of 423,000 kilograms, 427,000 kilograms, somewhere in there. So we are going to fill these up partially and try to keep it light and distributing this weight as well as possible. So you can kind of see I put the water in the tanks in the bottom right away. These all are a little bit further up, and then I filled up the other ones completely on the center line after I added a little bit of more weight around the center. So our engine's here, all the water that we add on the side is here, and then the water is being filled up evenly down, is being filled up along the center line. So we have like a really strong middle point that we can focus on. Now we're done. So, to make sure that this ship is safe, we need to do a little stability test before we take it out. You can see the water is being pumped in through these pipes. We're about to take it out into the ocean. It's being safely picked up by all this ocean water, and we're about to do a fixed roll position, which means we're going to push a wave across the ship. And you can tell, you've been on it with these watching these live streams. That is stable. That is as stable as one of these ships can get. All right. So we're doing search and rescue, but we're changing the environment. We did sunny a few weeks ago. We are doing storm. We've been doing storm this week. All right. So we are jumping into getting out there, getting after it. So I immediately hit up. I can also use WASD, and I actually will for the rest of this. And then I don't have radar. I could have spent money on comms, but I decided to spend money on the helicopter and the engine. But now I need to use this direction to get up to 303 degrees northwest. I'm gonna hit speed 2x, which actually makes time goes twice as fast. And so we are boating as quickly as possible to this shipwreck. I'm getting up to 19-ish. We're getting up there in speed. We're still on the same line that we should be. The one big difference, because we don't have the radar, I really don't have any feel for when we're getting close. If you play this a lot, you can look at the nautical miles and try to get like a good range for when to expect to get near the shipwreck. But for this mission, we are just trying to get out as quickly as possible along the path that it's directing us on. So we're just trying to stay on 303 degrees. If you're watching my fingers, you can tell these waves are really pushing this ship around. I have to really adjust. And this ship is what I think we saw is like 46 meters long. Some of these waves are clearly, the swells are larger than that, and it's really pushed around even this large boat. So this storm really presents a new challenge for us. And when we look ahead to the next mission, the combat practice, we're going to find that the storms present quite a different type of issue, but a big issue for the smaller boat. The combat practice boat is probably, 1/3, 1/4 the size of this ship. And really has some different and difficult. That was not pretty. That was quite the bump there. But issues with with these big storm waves. Yeah, I have to keep turning more right, more to the starboard to get to where I'm trying to go. It is really trying to push me down, like going this way a lot between the sea and the storm. Alright, so this is where we are trying to save people. Ooh, this is actually a good setup if I came in here right. I could save these 3 all in a row. But I think I'm going too fast. Maybe the storm will help slow me down. It's going to be an interesting one. Because if I can get it, pick up 3 people, then I only have to take 1 trip with the helicopter. And that could be the difference. The one thing I want to make sure that I do not do is run over any of these mariners. So I'm going to slow down, turn right, and I'm continuing to try to save this boat. And then, alright, so I'm right clicking to move where the move where the view camera is. And I'm trying to steer right and up. Oh, I'm hitting someone. I'm going to go back and pick him up with the helicopter. That was not working out. Maybe it'll pick it up. It can pick them up while I'm away with the helicopter, but I did not get any of these people, and that would have been the key to having a more successful mission. Alright, so we should have been... When that button pops out, that's when I can save someone. Alright, so we're going to go forward to pick up this person. Oh! We are struggling. I saw it pop out once. Do not know. Maybe I need some more advanced equipment on here. Maybe I ran over too many people initially too. Alright, so I saved the ship. Let's get back on the ship. Let's see what's going on here. Alright, so we're going to motor forward a little bit to save this next person. Man, that person is really spinning around in there. But we are not able to save anyone. We are going to have to retry this. Let's change up our rescue equipment package. So I'm going to get rid of this and go to advanced. I got to go to the left a little bit. There we go. And now we're over budget. So I'm going to get rid of this temporarily and see how we do when we get out there. Still over budget. Let's put it back on and see what happens. And then I'm going to put them both back on. And we will motor out there and see what's going on. Alright, so we're getting out there. Unfortunately, we didn't really change anything, but the game thinks we did because we did a series of modifications. So we got to go through the stability test again. I am going to take a moment and do the speed test, and just to talk real quickly about the data that we can gather. So we're just going straight forward. We're trying to get through here as quickly as possible. You probably saw in the upper corner we are going to use a little bit more formal data tracking that you can see. So this is like a cutter ship with a great engine and great propellers, right? And so you can write down the exact, so it's the turbocharged diesel engine, but what we're going to do is write down our time in seconds, and then we can look at our maneuverability score and our final score and see how things are going. So I will go ahead, since we're still motoring along. Turbocharged diesel, and then efficient propellers. Oops, there we go. And we got it in 1 minute 40 seconds, so exactly 100 seconds. And so what we can do is record changes as we go keep moving down. And actually, I'll shorten that up a touch. So what I would do is say changed engine from this to this, or whatever change I make, and then keep tracking my data this way. So let's go ahead and check out the Stormy conditions. And so we're going to try to get there quickly again and save these people. Alright, so I hit W to go forward, and now, wow, I really got to hit a lot of right arrow, the D key, to get up to 319. You can see now this is like a big number line, right? I'm between 300 and 330, so I'm going straight forward. And I think I'm right on this correct heading. And we'll see if our engineering tweaks allows us to save people a bit more quickly this time, because that was quite the challenge before. All right, so we should be getting out there. You can see that I knew I kind of had to overcorrect because it took so long to turn to 319. So I was already close to this 327 heading, but I need to keep going. And I'm keeping an eye on my speed in knots. So I'm getting up to 23. I kind of like to know what my top speed can end up being. If you saw us last week, you saw that especially in these stormy conditions, the weather is as big a factor as the engine in our speed. So right now it looks like I'm going directly into the storm, so my speed is getting knocked back down pretty consistently. If I was going with the storm, this ship could be going up to 12 knots faster than it is right now. Maybe even more at this point, because I see I'm ticking down to 16 occasionally. And that's just very slow for this design. All right, so we are coming in. I think we should be getting somewhat close. Usually, in addition to the miles, we know that it takes about 3 to 4 minutes to get out to these shipwrecks. And so that means that if we're really well prepared, ooh, I'm drifting a little bit too far north. We can probably get the saving done in a minute. That's what we're looking for to really get on the leaderboard. If you've seen these videos enough, you know that I am not cracking the top 3 on a regular basis. But, oh, I see. Do you see a green little dot over here? There we go. That's our shipwreck right there. Wow, these people are way more spread out. This is going to be a tough one. I think we might have to save this person on the way in order to be successful. Alright, so now let us give this a shot. These stormy weathers. Alright, so we're slowing down. We see the ship. We still have pump equipment. Oh, I am not able to save that person just based on how fast I was going and where I was coming into. Alright, so I'm clicking on the ship to save it. And I'm trying to turn right so I don't hit it. And then I might have to launch the helicopter to stop me. To stop my progress. And we are not... Oh, we are saving them now. We are saving them now. Alright. So I'm going to turn into this person up here. Oh, no, I'm going backwards too fast. Or maybe I can get these over here, actually. So I'm going forward. I'm trying to turn left. These waves are really tough for me. I might have to take 2 helicopter trips. I have to take 2 helicopter trips. At this point, there's just no way I was going to get to both sets of... to all 4 of these people in the right time. Alright, so now we are saving the one person who's all by himself, and then we have to go and get these other 3 people that are to the left or the port side of the ship. And so I'm going to grab this person next. I've got this beautiful salvage ship. Saving ships so important. I'm going to back up so that I can just get it right back onto the helo deck, because I can only hold 2. If I would have saved money, I could have chose to bring the other helicopter. That would hold more people, and actually I'd only have to take one trip. And that's something to consider for you as you kind of allocate how you want to spend the money. Maybe it would have been worthwhile to save another $50,000 by leaving the pump equipment at home, changing the engine out, changing the propeller out. The propeller, I think, only cost an extra $20,000 though, so we'd have to find a little bit more money, because I think we're 19 under right now. So we would be short about $10,500. But let us get back to the ship. We're going to put in a time around 8 minutes. I do not think you're seeing the record performance, but we didn't collide with anyone, which is nice. We saved everyone and we salvaged the ship. So a respectable mission, but I encourage you to give it a shot and continue to work hard on this, and you can do better. and you can climb up this leaderboard and get into the Hall of Fame. So let us look in the logbook to see where we stack up. So we are under Missions and Achievement tab. We are looking at the search and rescue, but we are changing this weather from sunny, not to foggy, to stormy. We're going to look at the leaderboard. I'm not even number one in my own organization. I am 12th. Oh, but that was my best time. That's good. I like that. That's all right. A little PR, a little personal record isn't the worst thing in the world. But you can see these are the top 3 at this point in the week. The competition is still open for 4.5 hours. If you can get up into here, we will have our award ceremony soon. Alright, so we're going to close out of this. And actually, so if we wanted to, we can go back to the dry dock and improve our ship. But we're actually going to go to headquarters. And we are going to switch over to this week's mission. So this is the one that will close on May 8th. We are coming back to the always popular combat practice. But we are going to switch it up and use stormy weather conditions. So it's going to keep including the new skills that we've been adding to new ship design ideas. Because this mission is so different, we have to start from scratch with our design. And you can see when I click this boat button, it gives me ship properties. So this ship is 2.5 meters wide, and it has a length of 21.5 meters. So it's about 2/5, 40% as long as the ship we just left. But now we need to build it out. And so the propulsion systems are similar, right? So there's no propulsion system on the ship. We need to add it. I'm going to say, no, we'll try expensive engine first. And then we'll come back and switch it out next to see what we'll try to go fast first, and then we'll try to do the best design as far as all the things that we can put on this ship. Second, and then that will give you some good ideas on how to make this work. I'm going high turn force because we're about to get beat up. Oh, and I'm already over budget. All right, so we need to go into the propellers. We can't do the best, but we'll come back and put them on next time. We got to do the baseline model, and then I have $10,000. So I can go ahead and add just one weapon. Oh, and I can't even afford the homing missiles. So I can add the sniper. But I've spent every dollar I have. Alright, so we're not going to finish this mission. I don't think that this ship is well designed enough. But when we look through what I have one weapon. I have the expensive engine, and then I just have basic hull and basic rudder. All the rudders cost $10,000, so there's no real savings to be had here. So basically, we're going out to see when we put the more expensive engine, it costs $100,000 more. What is going to happen in our stormy weather combat practice? But I think it's just important to kind of see what are the challenges in this mission. So we're going to still do our stability test. We pass because we put the engine in the middle, which is in that square in the middle. So our engine's right here, and that's the real key. I'm driving forward with the sniper weapon. Let us do a speed test to see how fast this ship is. And so we're going straight forward. I'm going to make the time go twice as fast. I can't be... So I was able to type while the ship kind of managed itself in the last speed test. This ship is too light and needs consistent guidance to get down this race course. So we are putting in a time. Last time we had 100 seconds. I think we can safely say this will be better than 100 seconds. And actually, I'm going to note the ending speed. And probably if you were if when you have more time to do this, you want to keep an eye on 29.2 is the last number I saw, but the max speed is 29.5 knots that I saw. So we got 60 seconds plus 18 seconds, 78 seconds. So I'm going to write combat hull, turbocharged diesel engine, baseline propeller. And that was 78 seconds. We will do the maneuverability test soon. I'm going to put in top speed 29.5 knots. And now let us go into the maneuverability test. So instead of going back to the dry dock, I'm just going to go straight to missions and choose this mission. The maneuverability test is our course where we go through these buoys. Again, if you miss one buoy, you really need to start over. You can't miss any of the buoys. That's the whole purpose of the test. Again, I'm making time go twice as fast because this is just something we want to knock out quickly. But it's an important measurement tool, right? So you can see where we're going with this this live stream, where we're going to be switching out from this expensive but strong engine to a cheaper engine so that we can afford more components. But I want to see how that's affecting my speed. I want to quantify that. So let us see how we are going to do in the mission. So again, we're changing the environment to storm, and we are getting down the way in combat operations. Alright, so this looks exactly like the last screen, right? It does highlight where these evil drones are, but there are islands in between us. And the radar won't show the islands, it'll only show the metal of the drones, but we may want to consider if we can afford radar to help us see these things when we want to complete a mission. I am not making time go twice as fast because I am extremely nervous about grounding my ship. And I have done that many a times in this mission. I also increased the brightness on my monitor. I think that it is so dark in here that whatever you can do to give yourself advantage is worthwhile. We're not going to take any miracle shots, but I think we're able to shoot. I hit space. I'm coming over and I'm aiming. Oh, wow. I thought I had a few good hits there, but I need to come closer. And then, where are you? You're coming right at me. 1, 2. Boom. But if you notice in the bottom left corner, you can see my ammo. I'm already down to 19 bullets left. Bringing in additional ammo, and there's an island right there. Bringing in additional ammo is something that we need to be able to afford, but I could not afford with my present engine situation. I think that one to the left of me is behind an island. Oh no, that's an island too. Good thing the lightning came out. Alright, so, oh no, that's going behind an island. I gotta go back. Is it? I think it is. I'm gonna go down into between these islands and get a little stationary shooting position down here. So I'm turning left, but the waves don't want me to, but that was close. I think I need to slow down. I need to go forward a little bit because I need momentum to help the rudder steer me, but I need to be really cautious of getting grounded. Alright, so I'm going to go in to shoot. That's not a good enough shot because I need to be very protective, and I'm turning left, trying to go slow. Alright, because I need to try to maximize the impact of each. I'm trying to say I need to maximize the impact of the bullets, and then I do something dumb like that. What a shame. It's there. I think that There we go. It was just under the waves too much. I think I need to have more patience with this storm. But I was getting nervous that I was going to get pushed back onto that island by this crazy storm that we're in. So I'm slowly. Yep, there's an island right there. I'm going to turn left and try to catch it on the other side of that island. But I am slowly but surely trying to track these things down without grounding my ship. Alright, so I'm turning left into it. I think I have a good shooting solution here. No, where are you? There we go. I want to shoot the back, which seems a little bit less underwater. Whoa! That exploded right under me. Good thing this is a well-made ship. But as you can tell, there's a better than 50-50 chance I am not going to be able to finish this mission because I didn't bring enough ammo. So that's something that we really need to fix. And the only way that we can fix it, we took all the money off the boat except for the engine. We got to change the engine. So I'm going to slow down, turn right, and I'm going to get this shot in. Not there, not there. Where'd you go? Oh, you're right in front of me. Alright, so now I got, alright, so I got 8 ammunitions left. And, oh, probably doing a big fast turn isn't the right move here. Alright, so there is an island behind me. Well, actually, we might be able to shoot this drone out of the sky pretty easily soon. Just gotta turn the ship around a touch. So I'm going forward and to the left to try and turn it around without hitting that island. Because there's one in the sky. It seems like it might be positioned pretty well for us to take a shot at it. And the other, there's one directly ahead of us. Alright, so let's slow down here. And let's see. Alright, so that's there. Not seeing them in the sky right now. Let's take another look at the one in the ocean. Alright, that was alright, so it seems like it's coming towards us. Let us motor forward a little bit. A little bit. Oh wow, that really picked up some speed at the end. It must be doing a big turn. We're gonna get close to it. Save this ammo. We're tracking it. We're tracking. This is moving fast. It's moving about as fast as I am, about 17, 18 knots. So I'm turning left, trying to get behind it. But that is a skinny part of the drone to hit. Let me get. Oh no, there's an island. There. That seems better. Need to get a little bit closer. Wow, we are moving. I'm not really catching up to it even at this high speed. Alright, so we're going to come over. Where are you? You're right here. And so I got 5 bullets left. And the drone in the sky. That seems like an interesting duel. Might be able to find this. Alright, so oh whoa. It's coming. It's making a circle, so it was just over to the right. Oh no, don't ground. Alright, so I'm gonna slow down. I need to see this thing again. Can't look directly up as much as I would like. So let me take the sniper rifle scope and look up and around. Not seeing it yet. Alright, so where am I on this map? Well, I don't really know without the radar. Oops. But I want to... Oh, it's going so well. Now I'm completely flummoxed. Alright. So I'm going to try and move where I am to try to get a better location on this aerial drone. So I think I need to turn around. Oh, there we go. You see it peek out over there? There we... Alright, so I'm going to turn around. And I think it's over here to the right. Maybe it's moved to the left by missed it. The problem is it's circling directly overhead, and my weapon can't point like that, and I can't look like that. So I need to figure out where to get a better shot. Alright, so it was definitely to the left. I'm going to move out to the left to try to get on the outside of its radius, outside of where it keeps spinning around. Alright, so I'm going to start turning left because I feel like there's something ahead of me that I don't want to run into. And then stop. Slowing down. Where are you? Where are you? I'm going to use the sniper to look around a little bit more. Oh, that was suspicious. See where it went to green? There we go. Oh, that was a very important miss. And I can't turn right anymore. I gotta back up a bit, I guess, without running into anything. Alright, so now let's try this again. Alright, so that was maximum right. It kept spinning around to the left. Ugh. Got one more bullet left. I'm just going to fire it. This is not the winning mission. So I caused 578 damage, but I didn't destroy all the drones, and I took way too long. It is hard to find these things in the night. I think from a strategy standpoint, I need to shoot down that aerial drone first. It's just way too hard to find as the last thing. As an engineering standpoint, I need to really switch out these terrible. This engine's too expensive for this mission, so I'm going to come back in and add in a new, cheaper engine and try to give myself a shot with some other weapon components. So, yeah, we have time. Let's do it. I'm going to delete the sniper gun, and I'm going to go rocket launcher. And this may not be the best weapon for this mission, but I don't think it's something that I've shown yet. So we got the rocket launcher on the back, and then we are going to go ahead and add in the a crew member. So we couldn't afford this before, but now we can drive and shoot. Not sure that's the best solution because it's hard not to run into islands even when you're only driving. And then let's go back in. Since we did switch the engine, we do have 89,000 left, so we can upgrade our propellers to the high efficiency. And so it's going to be hard to see in the mission how much of a difference this makes. But let's go ahead and take it. Oh, actually, I'm going to see if I can add in. So adding in weight on the top is really tough. But I'm going to see if I can make this. Oh, it's too heavy. Yeah, so there's no real way. The rocket launcher is just so heavy and so tall. There's no way to safely put this boat on the water with additional weapons packages. So it's an all or nothing decision. And yes, I see some comments. This is seriously difficult. But I honestly think that this is probably a place where some newer users can really climb and crack this top 3, because this combination of mission and weather hasn't been overly explored yet. So there's some room in the leaderboard. So we're going to go do storm combat operations. But first, let's extend our data table. And so we're going to be doing speed test, We're going to see how fast we can get down this track, and then we're going to add that data to our table, and that way we can track on how things are changing. I think we'll have time. What I do want to do is show that even when you change the weapons packages, it's really good to go ahead and get this data just to make sure that you aren't changing your speed in some dramatic ways. Um, the idea of data is not only to confirm what you expect, but to find what you don't know, right? So we need to go in there and check our data on a regular, systematic basis, so we know exactly what type of changes we're making. So we are slower. Coming down, I'm not going to make it bigger, but I am going to say changed. Actually, we changed enough that it's worthwhile to just rewrite this here. So we are using the medium diesel engine and the efficient propeller, but we still, and I talked too much. I didn't see my speed. We got a 124, so we got 84 seconds, so we're 6 seconds slower. Let's go ahead and do the maneuverability test. But what I'm thinking in my head too, and this would be especially if you have, Discord or a chat open with friends. I didn't lose the last mission because I couldn't get there quick. I lost the last mission because I couldn't find that last thing to shoot down. I didn't ground myself, but I'm pretty sure we're going to find that could be a way to lose soon. And it took a good amount of time to just actually destroy these things. So I am getting slower. Now I'm up to 61 seconds on the maneuverability test. But I do feel that I'm not giving up that much, because this is hard to aim. But these are one-shot kills with this weapons package. So if I can aim it, if I can get it to come to green and click on the right time. All right, so let's take you out while we're coming in here. Oh, there you go. Ooh, that is moving a little too quick. I can't see it quite well enough. Alright, so I was still underway, so I didn't lose any time because I have my crew member. If we end up grounding too much, we may want to get rid of the crew member so we aren't driving the ship while we're trying to fire the weapon. But for now, let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Alright, so I'm coming up. Ooh, shoot. I need to slow down a lot. That turned right into me. So this takes a while to get the aim right. Oh, there we go. So I clicked right when it went all the way to green, and I was able to fire the missile, and the missile destroys the drone on the first shot. So that's why I don't have any ammo packages here. But you can see I am moving fast. I'm moving 14 knots because I have my crew member with me, so I can steer while I'm firing. However, I kind of don't want to. If you have the ability to work with someone in your home, who can use their full brain on steering, and you can, or vice versa, you can use your whole brain on steering and have someone else use their brain on firing. That may be a worthwhile combination. However, it's a lot to manage, especially when you're trying to shoot this darn thing in the air. This air one is quite hard to see. It keeps fading in and out. It's up in the skies. But I have the radar lock. But goodness me. I'm checking my speed too. I'm seeing that I'm not really going anywhere. So at least I'm about to run aground. In my opinion, it could dramatically change. Keep running out of mouse area. I'm just keep turning right and right and right. All right, there you are. This is tough. Oh, that almost had it. Kind of have to guess where it's going, or at least get a good line on it, but it's a circular path. That makes it really tricky. I might have to get another spot. Maybe the machine gun would be best. Just randomly firing tons of ammo up into the air might be the better way to knock this thing out of the sky. Because I'm so close, but not close at all. Or if I got it so that it was directly coming towards or away from me, I'd have a better shot at lining it up. But right now I'm trying to chase it, and I can't. I'm not anticipating it well enough. And at that distance, that makes it really challenging. Alright, so let's wait for you to come into my view. Oh. It'd be nice if I could visually see it too, not just through the sight narrowing. Alright, that's not working. So let's go find something that's in the water and a little bit easier to shoot, and then we'll take a little peek up and see if we can knock that thing out of the sky. I do not see anything to shoot at. I should have added radar. Oh, there we go. It had to be some. Wow, look at that wave. That is unbelievable. The good thing we're still motoring forward. Alright, so I just am using the relative size of these things to figure out which one's closest. But I am about to beach myself. I gotta turn left hard. But I kind of feel like I'm making the same mistake as last time, right? I'm going back into this area where I had difficulty getting shots off at that thing in the sky. But at least I can line these two up, knock these out, keep going forward with the objectives. I need to speed up though. These are alright. So this one looks like it's coming for me, but they're at least both going this way. Alright, so I think it's time to take a little bit of a shot. Whoa, that's ironic. Alright, so I gotta get this thing lined up. I need to turn to the right because I'm about to run into an island, and I need to go forward a little bit because I am. But you can see, like, without the these, and most of these weapons have stabilizers when they're on actual ships. That's not built into this game, so I need to compensate for these waves pretty dramatically, and that is an issue. Oof, I'm about to run into another island. These drones are teasing me and taking me into bad places. I need to turn left bad. Oof. Alright, so I'm going to turn right. I think I'm going to get rid of the crew member. I need to get some stationary firing situations. This moving and shooting is not working out the best. Man, I'm just following these things around and not getting anywhere. Alright, so let's switch gears and get this one. So I'm kind of going the same speed. As long as I can compensate for the waves, I should be able to get the shot. Now the other one's coming into the vision to just distract me. But I'm going so fast and forward, I'm nervous I'm going to run into something because I can't see. But I need to get this shot. There we go. Alright, so let's see where we are. So we're kind of at sea. I don't want to go backwards. I definitely want to go forwards. You'll see that these waves really move up and down these islands pretty like to a great degree. So you could be in the water and then the wave moves away and all of a sudden you're way up in the trees. Um, so it's definitely something that you got to be nervous about. All right, so I'm going to stop and slow down here and take a peek around. I think I'm in the middle of water, and I am not. I'm actually motoring right towards. Oh no, I'm going to take a left. All right, so that thing's way too far away. That one's reasonable. Don't see the eye in the sky right now, but we're going to have to take a peek up pretty soon. All right, so cautiously moving forward. I'm going to try and intercept this. So it's on a vector where it's going this way. I hope to be on a vector that matches it. Alright, so we are going to swing around. Up in the sky, I'm distracted, but I want. No, that's going to take too long. So let's try and. So I'm using the cruise situation to the best of my ability. I'm steering, right? You can see the ship moving around, the wheels moving. I've got the throttle going forward because I'm shooting forward. I need to turn left. But I'm trying to get the best shot I can on. Wow, that wave is big. Alright, so almost. That's the kind of angle I want to get on shooting the air one, though. You saw it just show up. If I can get that kind of angle and I feel like I can take the shot. But I don't want to get distracted from the short-term objective, getting this one destroyed. Man, that thing is running away from me so fast. Alright, so we are chasing it. I'm watching out for that island on the left. I really do think machine gun might be the solution here. God, that plane keeps showing up now. Maybe I need to go backwards once I destroy this thing to come back and take that shot. Oof. So I got two in the water and the plane one. Does seem like we're in a good spot. Man, I'm going as fast as I can and barely keeping up with this. Alright, so we are getting in there, and you can tell I'm getting a little overly focused because this shot has to come together. Getting close to these islands. Oh, come on, you're almost there. Just gotta get that yellow to green. And we are getting ahead of this. I think that's a sign. That's 10 minutes in. That is not going to be a record. And that solution, that rocket launcher, is not bringing them out of the sky quick enough. I'm going to discard it. I'm going to bring in our other weapons packages. I'm going to bring in a radar tower so we can find these things a little bit easier. And we are going to deck this boat out in ammo so we can fire so many times. One thing just to note, you can see the gun is facing forward. I don't want to shoot my own ship. Now it's facing to the right. It's tilted to the right because I'm hitting R. Rotate component R. So I'm turning it, and I'm going to turn it all the way backwards. So now I've got all of this on there, and I'm going to add an absurd amount of cargo. I'm going to bring over a ton of sniper. I'm going to bring over a ton of ammo, and I'm putting it in strategic ways so that I don't accidentally shoot it with the machine gun. I'm going to put some more cargo sniper right here, and I'm going to put one more forward. I don't want to put it on the roof. The roof makes things entirely too unstable, and already this could be problematic here. So let's see how this looks. So what I'm trying to do is not get it next to the actual weapons. Man, I don't know if I'm going to fire that sniper. We shall see. But I've got 8,000 left. I've got as much weapon ammo as I think I can hold. And basically we are going to fill the sky with lead, and we may have to fill the ocean with lead too to knock these things down. But I will not run out of ammo like the first time. And in fact, I only was like, if I would have made the last few shots accurately on the the flying drone, we would have been successful. So, but now we have radar, we have extra ammo, but we have the worst engine. So let's see how this weight puts us through the speed test real quick. Alright, and then we will not do the maneuverability test because I do want to keep these kind of close to an hour, and we will do one huge run into the maneuverability test. Excuse me, the combat practice. No maneuverability test for us today, but this should give us at least a bead on whether or not the speed is the same or dramatically different. If you are becoming the scientist engineer, run this 2 or 3 times and take averages. You can just tell there's a lot of noise in this data from the waves, so that it's not that the data makes sound, it's that it has a lot of fluctuations in it. It's not like when you measure your height where it's very consistent. If I did that again, I might get 1 minute 23 seconds or 1 minute 25 seconds, and I definitely want to know that difference. So this has gone, this is increased by 1. So I am adding in a row below, and this is just a Google Doc. You can use a spreadsheet, you can use whatever you want, but removed missiles, added 6 ammo cargoes, and 2 weapons, and that increased our time by 1 second without getting too honed into the data. So now we're going to run our storm combat operations. Let's see how it goes. Again, I left the crew on, but that's okay. I want to take these shots as I come in on this drone up here. I need to get this thing out of our lives. It's taking up too much space. Taking too much time. And so basically every time it goes to green, I'm going to take a quick shot. I've got 53 ammo. But I think I might want to use the machine gun. Maybe I should have put the machine gun on the front, right? That might have been a better solution. I do not see it right now. And I'm a little nervous to drive while firing the machine gun, because when I'm firing while using the sniper, I see where I'm going. The machine gun, I can only see where I'm coming from, which isn't necessarily. It just peeked through here, so I'm going to try to get in here and stop and take a peek with the machine gun. Let's see if I see. There we go. So I've got 4,000 bullets. You can see that they oh, this is not working either. Alright, so let's get close to these ones in the ocean. Maybe we'll stumble on a better time to shoot at that. That looked promising, but I think it's a little bit important to get a little closer. Alright, so we're getting in here, we're getting close. Man, these things still feel far away though. Maybe everything is driving away from me. But this is definitely challenging, right? So this isn't the mission that you're going to solve in 30 minutes, but hopefully this is like the rigor that will keep you thinking about not only how to shoot these things, but actually how to engineer the solution. And so I'm going to start using my radar a little bit more. There's one to the left of me. I'm going to try to fire at that. So this one, it seems a lot easier, a lot better for me to shoot at. Again, I don't see the land on the radar, so that does pose quite a challenge. Alright, so now we got a shot. And we got one down. So I think, so this is our machine gun. Oh! That's not going to work. Alright, so now everything is to the left and behind me. So I'm going to come over, and maybe the key is to isolate all the ones, ooh, all the ocean ones, so then we can use the radar to get a better understanding of the path of the aerial drone. So we are coming in. I'm trying to head him off so he's driving at me, so his trajectory helps my shot. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. There we go. Alright, but I'm still going 28 forward. I'm taking a hard right. I'm going to ground myself. Get off the island. Go. So colliding with an island's not good, but getting grounded on an island's way worse. I need to go backwards. Stay in the water. I'm trying to get out of here. Oh, that was too close. I do think sometimes having more ability may not be the strength. For me, working by myself, not with a team of someone driving, someone shooting, I think I can't handle the. I need to get the crew member off in order to keep this ship safe while I am focusing on taking these shots. The ship's just moving a little too much while we were. Ooh, those are some waves though. And I'm about to run into another island. That was not nice of the radar to say that I should be going. I'm going to get this one that's close and to the left. Man, it didn't even feel like I was moving for a little bit. It's hard to tell without these landmarks. So I'm coming up behind this one. There we go. And I'm going to try to stay driving while I get around this island, but then I might drive through the sniper scope. So we got more island, more waves. Alright, so let's try. Whoa! That wasn't very reassuring to look through a sniper scope and immediately see your demise. Alright, so I think we're back out in the open water a little bit more though. So it should afford us a little bit more of an opportunity to fire and shoot. Oh, that's a good shot, if I do say so myself. Look at that! Through the wave! Couldn't even see it. Should be in a country western with that shot. Alright, so we are going to get... Nope. Wow, I'm glad I came out to see that. Alright, but it's coming right for us. That's good. Where are you? Coming right for us means it's getting bigger. Oh, I've just missed him. Just hit the water. Oh. And one thing I'm noticing, I'm using the sniper gun a lot, and that's a personal preference, but I should keep the... Oh, no! Island shows up right away. I should keep that in mind when I'm stocking up on ammo, right? Like, I think I could probably switch out one machine gun box for one sniper box and have a little bit more leeway, a little bit more cushion in these in this firing solution. All right, so we are getting close. I don't think there's an island between us, but you just don't know. I don't know. Maybe there is an island between us. There is an island between us. That was close. All right, but I need to get this one out of the ocean, and then I'll just only have the one on my radar that's in the sky, and that should give me the information I need to successfully knock this thing down. All right, so we're getting close. I need to keep going right. Actually, this thing's moving fast. Is there another island between us? No, I don't think so. You may also want, especially for those of you who might have, if it's raining or whatever, you might want to make a map. It might be useful for you to be able to kind of have a little reference of where the land is, so that you can keep... Man, this is... I'm going to bring the machine gun in on this shortly. I can't turn that far. So you have oh, that was rewarding, but so that you have an understanding of where driving forward that fast without knowing where we're going, that's challenging. All right, so I've got the last drone straight ahead of me right now, but it's clearly moving, right? So these things are going to change, but let's take a peek. Should be close-ish. Not seeing it though. Alright, so now it's behind me. So I'm going to stop. So I control one variable. Alright, so let's stop. And now I want to use the machine gun to just... Oh, it's pivoted out of the way. So now I got to go to the sniper. So I have one weapon in the front, right? One weapon in the back. So as long as I know where it is, I can fire. Zero. Oh, what a disaster. So we'll end on that disaster. I shot one of the ammo boxes. I didn't keep them far enough away. So that's a sadness. I got 0 points despite doing some decent work. I don't think I would have set the record, but I would have been near. So this next week, May 8th, combat operations, stormy weather. Get up in this leaderboard. 1,700 points. That's a doable score. It's clearly a real challenge. But I think that if you think about the ship design and really get into how you want to, which ones you want to knock out, seemed like the radar tower was a nice thing for us to add at the end. And I appreciate the sympathies, but we'll sign off there. Keep rolling, and we'll have an award ceremony at 2 o'clock in 4 hours for our stormy weather search and rescue, and then we'll pivot towards a stormy weather combat practice.